folks, happy Turkey Day, although it is a bit of a sadder Turkey Day this year. And no, not because you have to listen to your uncle's weird conspiracy theories that Hillary Clinton killed Archduke Ferdinand. No, I'm talking about the recent announcement that Netflix is not pursuing more seasons of Mystery Science Theater 3000. There will not be a third season of the show. And this was announced a couple days ago, fittingly enough around Thanksgiving, because that seems to be this odd, important day for the show. And there was some announcements on Twitter about it. First off, there was, the first one I noticed was from Jonah Ray himself. He had talked about, and he even went so far as not only doing an announcement, but he also did a bit of a comedy bit surrounding it, and kind of a little bit of a tribute also to the show at the same time. But he wrote on Twitter, "We don't know what the future holds for the show. It always seemed to figure out how to survive from Comedy Central to sci-fi, then kept alive by riff tracks, cinematic Titanic. Whatever happens, I want everybody to know that that getting a chance to be on the show was a dream come true." And Joel, I think, was the first to make the announcement. If you didn't see the backer update announced today that Mst3k is not doing a third season for Netflix. It is not the end of Mst3k, but just the end of the first chapter of bringing back Mst3k. And then, of course, there was also Rebecca Hansen, who plays, Gypsy, as well as the Pearl Clone. She had a really lovely long thread here. One of the most touching moments was hearing her meeting with Mark Hamill, who appeared on the show. But essentially, she ends it by saying, "Please know how thankful please know how thankful and honored I am by you, no matter what is next. I have no idea what that is, but I'm hopeful. I thank everyone involved with the levels, from the backers to Joel. Many thanks. For making this Iowans' dream come true." And it's a very touching thread, by the way, where she talks a lot about what the show meant to her and everything. It's just really lovely. And as a fan, I had noticed we were getting up to a year since the most recent season. We hadn't really been hearing anything about it. Now, Joel was doing, of course, what he was calling his final season, hosting the show on tour. Jonah Ray was doing a few other projects, so we hadn't really heard anything new as far as the new season. So I, as a fan, was suspecting there might be something up, or at least the third season was being held up. And unfortunately, there is no third season for Netflix. So I'm interested to hear the reactions from the tweets. Joel seems pretty confident that the show will continue in another form and another platform somewhere else, whereas the performers of the show are grateful they had a chance to do a couple seasons of the show. They're sad. They're hopeful that maybe something might happen, but they seem to be more in the dark. So I really enjoyed these two seasons, and I know I owe you guys some reviews of these two seasons, and I'll get to them now. I apologize for taking so long. I'll be doing them soon. So I really love these two seasons. I'm just extremely grateful to have it back. And I am sad, and I will miss it. Let's say this is the end, they're not coming back. I will miss it, but it hurts a little less because this is the third cancellation. The Comedy Central cancellation was a bit worrisome and stressful, but there was this undercurrent that it might be picked up from Sci-Fi Channel, which it was, and once it was canceled from Sci-Fi Channel after 3 seasons, that was the most saddening of the cancellations because it felt the most final. Don't forget, it was 1999 and it had been already picked up once to the channel that most likely would have done it. And there was no streaming services, there was no Kickstarter, there was no Netflix, so that felt like kind of the end. And we saw Mike and Joel both kind of like figure out like ways to bring a version of the show back. And I feel like this was a gift. This was at least a nice, strong gift, maybe an epilogue to the series. Like Twin Peaks: The Return. So I'm hoping that maybe Joel can work out a deal with some other place. They have a YouTube channel. They could kickstart it and fund it and put it on on YouTube. I'd watch it there. I don't know, but my hope is they continue with the performers they have. It'd be great to see more Jonah. It'd be great to see more of the Mads that they've had on this. But I don't know. Schedules are crazy, and the internet's crazy, and entertainment and all that stuff is crazy. So it's hard to see where the future holds. But I'm thankful that I had this time with Netflix era of them. I don't know. Maybe can sell them to Disney, like he always, like anybody who does. But no, I seriously though, I hope that they can continue the show in some form, and if they don't, look, we had a really great run. I'm satisfied, with what we've been able to get. So, not too bad. Hey, what are your thoughts on Mystery Science Theater 3000 not continuing on Netflix? Are you sad? Are you bummed out? Do you feel like it was time? Where do you hope it might go from here? You can leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell, which is the actual subscribe button apparently. And you can support this channel $1 a month on Patreon, so I can eat and buy more coffee and make videos and buy stuff to review. You know how this stuff works. Alright, I think that's it, and until next time, push the button, Lindsay.